Oh, there it is. There's Beyond. Okay. Well, let's start with Beyond, I guess. You know, and I laugh at these comments when these people, when Beyond, I mean, look, they made a ton of money. Hopefully they kept it, but I think they're just becoming bag holders now. Because Beyond probably, if I was the management, I would definitely do a secondary here right about $1. Get my ass out of trouble. So Beyond was a zero bankrupt company. They diluted their shareholders to the tune of 80%. They issued 400 million shares, went from 75 million shares. But these YOLOers are all thinking this is GameStop, huge short position. I agree, there's a huge short position. But then don't get caught in that wedge, in that web of shorts. Shorts are pretty powerful people. But anyway, so here's SPY. New all-time high. Congrats. Just like our national debt. New all-time high in SPY. As you guys see, I don't draw too many lines. We're grinding higher. We tested the 50 EMA two times, literally tagged it, and then we're gapped up this morning and continuing higher. The BBs are opening. I'm not sure if the BB meaning Bollinger Bands. MACD is turning up from a bearish divergence to potentially bullish, but we'll see. Apple. Let's start with Apple. Did it literally, snap back to a breakout and probably going to make a new all-time high. Let's just go through some small stocks, some large stocks. American Battery Systems. That's consolidating. I'm good. Okay, I don't need that one. Archer Communications. This is the next craze, folks. EV tolls. That pulled back into a buy range, actually. It's not too bad. Not too bad. Affirm, one of my favorites, because people are using buy now, pay later like Klarna and Affirm because they're broke, and these people are taking advantage of it. So earnings are coming out shortly on that. I usually am not a huge fan of playing earnings. I am very much of a fan of 2x ETFs on all of these. On Affirm is AFRU. Affirm kind of tested the 200 EMA, consolidating before the earnings come out, no problem. Albemarle, which is a lithium and rare earths, it's a Canadian company. Even being Canadian, look what it is, right? A nice little run from 50 to 90 or 50 to 100. That's a double. We know Mr. Trump and the Trump administration is taking stakes in a lot of these companies. They did it on Lithium America. I actually have a good candidate. I actually may start buying some shares while I'm live here. AMD. New all-time high. Is it an all-time high? I think it is, yeah. Let me see. Yep, new all-time high. The AI circle jerk continues. AMD, new all-time high. Amazon with the AWS out now, that's going to probably make a new all-time high. All these stocks are gearing up for all-time highs. Applied Digital, sorry, that pullback, probably on its way to an all-time high. AppLovin, I'm just going alphabetical, folks. That came down, retested the 50 twice, 3 times actually. Looks nice. Okay, some of these quantum computing stocks, right? I mean, I talked shit about them. They collapsed, actually. Here's ARQQ, Arcid Quantum. Went from 62 to 33. I was short a couple of these. I'm okay. I covered. I'm healthy. And I had a members live. Actually, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about my members. I don't know why I don't have any more members. We have an amazing members group. I do a members live every Wednesday at 4:30 p.m. Pacific. And we're a bunch of decent traders in there. So what they get is they get the members only live, which they can access me or have access to me personally. Number 2, I post all my live trades as soon as I execute them on the Telegram chat group. And they get the full positions at the end of each day, as opposed to YouTube channel, which is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So if you're interested in joining, click join. You'll get me for a Big Mac or less. No joke. I'm not in it for the money. I'm just here to teach and educate and inform, but I'm not going to do it for completely free. Go click on the join part and email me, Sergio@sergioavedian.com. I will send you the Telegram chat group link. So that's ARQQ. Still with a decent rally, nowhere there. ASTS, see, all these nosebleeds came back to Earth. It's not bouncing that much. That thing was 103, came down to 68 in a matter of 4 days, folks. So I don't know how these YOLOers are dealing with these. I do like these. All these stocks, by the way, have 90% of them have 2x ETFs. So if you're going to trade short or long, trade those. Baba pull back to, I think, definitely. I'm very bullish on China, by the way. Yeah, Baba didn't even pull back to 50. It's looking nice. I like Baidu, actually. Baidu, I think, is just, yeah, I like Baidu at this price just about now. So it had a massive run going from 85 to 150. Nice pullback, consolidating right above the 50. I'm a buyer of Baidu. So you guys understand. Billy is another one that we were long for a while. Not anymore. What else? So here's BMNR, Bitmine. People drawing people had drawn wedges on this 3 times. So first they drew this wedge from this high to this low. Then it broke out. They go, oh, it's broke out. It's going to 80. Yeah, it did not happen. Then they go, okay, let's erase this line. Let's draw this line. And then they go, oh, that did not happen. Breakout going to 8. No, that's because Ethereum is not going anywhere. And then now they're drawing this line. And then they have this wedge kind of a thing. I go like, you guys are fools, man. You guys are utter and complete fools doing technical analysis on that. Here's Ethereum, folks. Okay? This is Ethereum's iShares Ethereum. If this moves penny for penny with Ethereum. If Ethereum is not going to move up, BMNR is not going anywhere. If Ethereum cracks and goes lower, BMNR is going to go lower. This is the dog. BMNR is the tail. Don't be a fool. You want to draw some lines? Draw it on Ethereum and then figure your life out. But otherwise, no. So BULL, Webull. I do like it, but then I don't know what their connection is with China CCP. I'm not sure. Just selling some put credit spreads now. I'm happy with that. But I was long BULG right here, and then I sold it literally at the top today at 780, 790. I don't know. I made a couple of grand. I don't know. Whatever. Well, BULG is the 2x ETF of Bull. Here's Beyond Insanity. Beyond. Okay, so yeah, this is Insanity. It goes from 50 cents to $9 pre-market. I think couple days on Monday or Tuesday, whatever that was. All the bag holders now are crying. I'm like, yeah, this is what's going to happen. What do you think was going to happen? But anyway, so you guys know my positions on that. I'm selling puts. I'm long puts as well. Put credit. I turned my long puts into a put credit spread. Here's a little number. BZAI. I like it here. A good friend of mine, by the way, is the managing partner at Roth MKM. I think he has a $10 price target on this. Fundamentals. Technically, not so much, but it's doing okay. I mean, I like these technical patterns if I'm a technician, which I am to a point. I like these patterns where the stock goes sideways, sideways, sideways for a year. That's called basing. The longer the base, the more powerful the move is going to be once it comes out of the base. That I believe on technical analysis now. That I believe. Coinbase having a massive day today without crypto moving, which is very interesting, but that kind of backed and filled. That's a nice looking chart. Yeah, so there was this massive whale trade on Circle. CRCL is the symbol. Now, this has potential, and the trade was somebody bought 50,000. Let's see where those are. I'm very interested, actually. Somebody bought 50,000 of the stock is 142, folks. November expiration, 385 calls, 50,000 of them somebody bought. It's open interest 54,000. They're up to 160, 162. They paid 125 for it. Again, folks, stock is 142. I'm talking $385 calls. That's 200 and plus percent out of the money. So for that gentleman or lady to make money on this, circle has to be at 386.25 by November 21st. I mean, it's 142 again. We're talking 385 calls. I'm like, I don't know. Somebody always knows something, though, as we know. Here's going to be my next favorite short. This was my favorite long for a year and 6 months where I 4x my money and then went up another 5x after I got out. This is Carvana. Okay. CarMax is dying. Subprime, a couple of major subprime auto lenders want declared bankruptcy. I think this is going to be a wonderful short at some point, but I'm paying attention to it. Gold, who can ignore what happened to gold? Biggest down day, right? I mean, a lot of people are talking about exiting gold, getting into Bitcoin. I don't think that's going to happen, although it may have happened for a couple of days, but I don't think it's going to happen now. Here's actually more than Archer and Joby Aviation. I like EHang. This is a Chinese eVTOL maker. eVTOL are, those human electric drones or whatever you want to call it, because we can hardly drive cars, but now we're going to use these. I do like this company, actually. I like their cash position. I mean, it's a Chinese company. You never know, but it's okay. I like it. Here's EOSE. Going back to the high. Pull back to 20 MA. These stocks did give up a little bit, but they're all coming back strong. So on BMNR and SBAT, if Ethereum doesn't go, you're not going to go anywhere. So you guys know. Figma, a new issue. Figma, kind of decent, actually. Its 2x ETF is FIGG. Missed that one. Missed that one at 160 this morning. 177. When did that hit? I will buy that. At 185. Let's buy some of that. Let's do that. FTHM. It's called Fathom Holdings. They're a North Carolina real estate holding broker, title company, real estate agency, and mortgage company. They just did a secondary at 2. I do like the stock. Let's buy a couple thousand shares to start with. And it has options? Now that's interesting. Okay, no, we're not going to buy that. Let's start buying 1,000 at a time. Buy 10,000 shares of this at some point. We're scaling, we scale out, folks. We don't rush. Let's 176 bid, 179 offer. Let's see if we can pick them off at 178. Did we? Yeah, we did. Okay, so now there's another position. Boom. Okay, we're gonna buy every 2 cents, maybe. Yeah. Buy 1,000 shares at 175, at 176. We get filled that way. And if we go higher, we'll go buy it higher. Duplicate that order. 176, 174. Uh, 172. Let's get to 5,000 shares first. 172. We'll buy it higher too. I'm not just trying to buy low, sell high. I don't mind that, but let's create duplicate order. 170. Is that 5,000 shares? Yeah. and then we'll buy up as well. Let's see if we got the right orders in there. 76, 74, 72, 70. Okay, that's cool. We'll start with 5K, and then we'll go. It doesn't look like they're going to give me those, but that's okay. I'll just leave the order there. What are the 11s, 11 and 10s on Webull for next week? If there was something, I'll do those. I like weekly options, folks. 11 and a half, 10 and a half. So I'm putting on, they're down to 32 cents. I put it on at 40. 11s and 10s. 17 cents, not enough. We'll wait until Monday. At the moment, we're doing 11 and a half, 10 and a half PCS after taking profits on BOLG. Okay. Okay. Back to charts. This is Webull, as I said. I like it. I mean, it's just more sideways, the more power, but they need strong marketing. They need to do some stuff. I mean, I think they need a new CEO, honestly. But, you know, why is Hood worth that much? Excuse my voice. That's because their management is great, and it's because their marketing is great. I mean, Webull is not a small company, by the way. Let's see. Where were we? FTHM. Google having a big day today. I own Google in my investment account. I'm not going to sell it. I can't. I mean, I bought it luckily during the April wash. I think I paid 148 or 152, but it's in my investment account. Making a new high today. Beautiful. Goldman up 30 today. Holy crap. Wow. Nice. Hood right back to highs. Yeah, it just came down to 50 MA and tested it. And see, I can read charts as well as anyone. HIMS, I don't want to mess with. I have no handle on the stock. It retested kind of the 200 EMA. I don't know. One of these days, I don't know. Maybe I have enough guts to do it. Here's some of the nosebleeds. IONQ. So Trump administration. The stock went from 85 to 53 in 5 days. For all the folks who think quantum is the next thing, I don't know. You may be right, but no. This company has no sales, nothing, and it's worth $25 billion. No. But again, everybody has their own opinions. It's bouncing a little bit, and it's okay. I will trade. I traded the IONZ, which is a 2x ETF inverse on this one. So you guys can do that if you don't want to buy puts, because the puts are priced ridiculously expensively. Here's one that I really like, actually, that I'm going to start buying. Is IONR. It's called Ioneer. It's an Australian company that runs lithium mines in the US. So this may be next Trump's target. LAC is the one that they bought. It went from 3 to 10 and a half in about a week and a half. And to be honest with you, they bought Intel, stake in Intel. They're making more money. They're beating every hedge fund, by the way, the Trump administration is. So since Americans, we are all shareholders now, right? I mean, he's doing great in trading, actually. IREN is another love child of these YOLOers. That only went from 74 to 48. But, they like holding. Their accounts go down 30% in 3 days. They go, oh, no problem. I'm like, okay. They believe the market's going to come save their ass. And it does, until it doesn't. I don't know. We'll see. We looked at that. Yeah, I do like IONR. It's not no options, but I do like it. I like Lemonade quite a bit. Consolidating before earnings. Earnings are, I think, out next week, or maybe. What do we do? Well, we bought another 1,000 FTHM. Thank you, sir. See, you just leave orders in, and then they'll come and get you. Patience, patience. Let them come get you. Let them give you your price, not their price. Patience. Let's see. If you have any questions, put them up. So I'll do some Q&A and then get the heck out of Dodge, go have a cup of coffee. METC could be getting into the buy range, actually. Oh, yes. 58 to 35 on the 50 EMA. I don't think I like to play. See, you just wait. You just wait, man. It will come to you. Where is the stock at? 35? How about we put on a synthetic on that puppy? How about we set up a credit spread buy called debit spread? Can we do that? Let's see how cost effective that is. Yeah, let's do that. In fact, right now. Which one do we do? What do we do? Do we do a 35.30? Let's see how much that's going to cost me. 35.30. 245 credit. Okay. So our max loss is about 250 on this because the wing is 5. And we're going to go buy what? Stock is 35. So we're going to buy the 35 calls. And sell the 45 calls maybe? Okay. So we give ourselves 10-point upside. 63-cent debit. Potential earn $10. Can we do this with a credit? I wonder. And how much is this going to cost me? For 5 options, it's going to cost me $2,800. Pretty equity efficient. Let's try this again. We're pricing things now. Where was the high on the stock here? Shit, it was 58? Wow. And we're on to the 20 EMA? MACD is on a sell. Not my favorite. But we'll just put on positions, though, slowly. I do want to play here. I really do. Because this is MP's brother. That pullback from 100 to 66 in 4 days, 35%. Nice. This is what all-time highs in the markets, by the way, folks. When these stocks pull back 30, 40%, and these YOLOers go like, oh, it'll be fine. It'll go up one day. I'm like, okay, cool. Cool. All right. I want to play METC. You guys have any good ideas? Earnings are coming out. Ooh, when? 10:20, what? 10:28. When is that? Next Tuesday? Okay. What happened on the last earnings? It kind of ate it, didn't it? Actually, they beat by 4 cents. Do I even want to get involved? That's why. Okay. Hold on a second. 8 a.m. Central before the market opens. Okay. Earnings conference call. We're right on the 50-day, folks. Do we want to do that before earnings? Size correctly, you do, Serge. I want to do this with credit, though. Stock is 35. I want to do this with credits. How do I do this with credits? I can move my call debit spread up. This is option. This is strikes every dollar, by the way. It's beautiful. Not liquid, but it's okay. 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 Let's sell the 35s. I think we can get him off at 4.5 if I leg this in. 4.5 and 2. 245 is fair. Okay. And this is going to cost me what? $1,279 for 5 options. That's pretty fair. You know what? Okay. Let's do them at 2.5. Let's see if we can get them off at 2.5. 10 of these. I don't mind. Let's see if the market maker is going to be decent to me. Nope. Asshole. Okay. 4.5, 2. Yeah, that's why. Okay. What do you want to do? You want to do 245? I'm not going to give you another nickel. You asshole. Really? We're going to play that game now? I'm not giving you another nickel. Go screw yourself. We'll do 250. We'll leave it there. Earnings are out. IV is reasonably high on these, so there'll be some IV crush for sure. We'll start at 2.5, sir. We're not playing your game. I get my price. And if I don't get my price, it's okay. We'll do it on Monday. No chasing. Learn something from me, people. Don't chase. So for the upside, though, what do we do? 45 calls are about 180. 35.45 was expensive. 5.180 was like over. I had to pay money. I don't want to pay money. I don't want to put money out of pocket. What do we do? Where's the stock going to rally? If it's going to rally. 20 EMA to 40. Maybe to 45. This is definitely not going to go make new highs. It's going to be probably 35-45 trading range. 50% correction, 45. So we got to do this correctly. Okay. We buy the 40 calls. 40-50. If we do the puts, we're going to do it. We'll put credit spreads, we're doing at 2.5. 40-50 looks okay. 40-50, $1.88 debit. There's my credit. Well, I gotta do this all in one leg. Let's see if we can do this with credit. Go screw yourself, market maker. There's my credit. I can do this. 60-cent credit. Although, if it tanks, I'm taking a 5 loss. So max loss. This is a bullish position, obviously, right? It's kind of a synthetic. Kind of a synthetic, right? Selling PCS. Limited risk downside, obviously. Selling PCS, buying PDS. Buying CCS. Call debit spread CDS. Jesus. Dyslexic surge. Okay, 57-cent credit. Let's see if we can do it at 60-cent credit, folks. Let's maybe 65, and then we'll just negotiate. It's going to cost me $4,366 to do 10 options. Why did that go up too much? Huh? Wait a minute. Oh, because the call debit spread I'm buying. Okay. Nope, he didn't do it. Okay, well, we'll leave it at 65 cents for your pleasure, sir. We'll negotiate with you shortly. Where's that? Just all buy the stock, bro. Just fucking around with this. 65 is good. We'll just leave it at that. All other positions are doing what they're supposed to do. Just waiting to sell some calls here. Anyway, go back to charts. This is METC. I do like it. I do like it on the 50 MA. Anyway, let's go back to some nosebleeds and then I'll say goodbye. I do like Resolve, small stock, right? Yeah, that tested 200 EMA. I do like it there. Oklo, some of these power generations. Actually, I had this 20 shares of this on my Robinhood account. OKLL, that's bouncing. For all the people for Oklo, I mean, that goes from 194 to 114, $80. And all the YOLOers go like, oh, it'll go back up. I'm like, okay, cool. 2X ETF, I traded on that one. 2X ETF is OKLL on that one, by the way. How do you deal with that 170 to 55? I go like, yeah. Here's Rigetti, another poster child. I was short that one, as you guys can see the labels. 58 to 32 or 33 in like 5 days. I still don't think they're going anywhere. I mean, they bounced because Trump said he's going to buy some shares of these things. I'm like, okay, good luck. I mean, valuations on these are ridiculous, but then nobody gives a shit about valuation. Tesla, everybody wants to know. What a reversal yesterday after being in the shit house. Reversal. Massive reversal. Then today is down $15. Netflix got absolutely smashed with the earnings. It's about to break 200 EMA. I don't think Netflix has broken 200 EMA once in the last 3 years. Well, here it tested it. I don't know. It may be an interesting play, actually. Yeah, look at how many times that Netflix has tagged that in the last 3 years, multiple times. Happens to be the bottom. So maybe, hey, chat group, let's pay attention to Netflix. Tesla, well, just pulling back. I mean, I don't know. It's a good trading stock. QBTS is another one. That only went from 47 to 27. They all have, oh, by the way, this one has RGT. Rigetti has a 2X ETF, inverse one. RGTZ is the symbol. And QBTS also has a 2X ETF. QBTZ is the symbol, inverse. And they also have 2X ETF to the upside. What else we got here? Let's see. SoFi. Consolidating. Earnings are coming out. Next, when are they coming out? Looks like a high-level consolidation before it breaks out. 1028. Yep. Yep. Rumble and Resolve. I like those two. Not Rumble, Resolve. Reddit. Is that flying today? Yep, up 12. That looks interesting, actually. It did the same thing before the earnings here. Earnings are up. Earnings season is upon us, folks. Be careful if you like trading around earnings. Good luck. I kind of don't. PayPal. I don't know. It's been dead, man. I'm going to buy UPS in my investment account next week. You guys know UPS is like a 10-year low or something, right? This is UPS. Yeah. UPS is back where it was in 2020. Literally 2011. See, not all stonks go up, folks. If you've been in UPS, you're in the doghouse for years now. Same thing with Nike. Same thing with Lulu. I'm long, actually, Lulu in my investment account. I was long Nike. Made some money with it. Replaced it with Lulu. NVTS, another nosebleed. And pull back, but nice. I like Path quite a bit. UiPath. Yeah, gosh. I need to pay attention. That pulled back to the exactly where it should pull back to. 20 MA in the top. See, technical analysis right here. Old resistance is new support. See, there you go. Pull back exactly to it. Not rallying. Nice chart. Avedian, new high, $5 trillion company. Is it a new high? No, not yet. It's getting there. What happened with NUGT? And NUGT is the daily gold miners 2x ETF, and Dust is the inverse one. Is there going to be a switch between gold and Bitcoin? Is there? We're going to find out. A couple more names. NBIS is another YOLO or lover stock. That pulled back from 141 to 95, and now it's bouncing. These bounces are normal, folks. I don't think not any of these are going to go make new highs, but we'll find out. And NEBX is the 2x ETF of that. Micron has been on a goddamn tear. What a chart. AMD and Micron, they've been on a tear. And that's why Soxel is on a tear. New high, just about. So let's finish with MSTR. Okay, so I'm going to put IBIT, which is the BlackRock ETF, iShares ETF. You guys see where we're at 110 on Bitcoin, okay? Where pretty much exactly. Bitcoin, I think, is 5% higher than what it was when MSTR was at 543. Bitcoin is today 5% higher than when MSTR was 543, and today MSTR is 288. That's called smashing of the MNAV, folks. Trade MNAV. Forget all these fools on X and whatever they draw lines on BMNR. Blah blah blah. I'm like, nope, not interested. I'm with SBET. The reason is 0.84 MNAV. I like the discount. Now, if Ethereum is going to go down, you know, I'm not expecting MNAV to go back to 1 on SBET, by the way. I'm not buying it because of that, because I'm bullish on Ethereum. That's why I'm buying it. Long term, anyway. That's why that position is January 2026, but I'll roll that position. I have the ability to lower my cost basis by selling weekly calls to start with. And if I do get taken out, I get taken out. No problem. What else? That's about it, man. You know, it was a good week. I don't mind. And this is the Solana 2x ETF, by the way. Yeah, we'll see. I do like Solana. I like DFDV. I really do like that. That's another Solana that. But it's like right at 0.99 MNAV. I like the discounted ones. There are some, like ASST that I'm in. It's up like a nickel today. I don't know. There's NACA people follow. There's MTPLF, MetaPlanet. You know, MTPLF finally. That's like the strategy of the Far East. Finally, it's under 1 MNAV. Finally. I'll just wait until they go under 1 MNAV and then at least buy it, because that way I'm not going to eat, you know, the MNAV crush. Because if you bought this thing at 2 MNAV and when it was 16, you have bags in your hands and tears in your eyes. So that's what you have. What else is going on? I don't know. That's about it. Oh, I like Pony. That's the Waymo of China, and We Ride. Hold on. Pony AI. Actually, let's pull back to exactly where it should pull back to. I should pay attention to that. We Ride. So we didn't buy that. I like that chart quite a bit. I've been trading this for like a year, as you guys can see all the labels. I like stuff that goes sideways forever. Did we buy more FTHM? We're about to, thank God. 174 is our bid. 172 is our bid. 170 is our bid. I will keep buying this every couple of cents down. I like it. I like the chart. I'm not looking for much, maybe $1 out of it. That's pretty big though, right? Anyway, so that's it. That's the charts. I'll put these charts up with the technical analysis. Are we doing anything on METC? Let's see if we're doing anything there. And of course, the second I put the order in, it starts rallying. Well, I'll give him patience. I need, let's see, according to TOS, I need 35.07 for this to get executed. So that's 70 cents lower. Okay, we'll see. Maybe we will. Not crazy about it. I just like it. The first pullback to 50 MA is a pretty good buy on these nosebleeds. And this thing was 58, pulled back to 35. So, okay, cool. But then remind you, this was a $6 number, folks, and I'm liking it at 35. Okay.